I just woke up. I was watching. Oh my goodness, you guys. I woke up because I was sweating so much and I didn't understand why I was sweating so much. It's 11:45, so I fell asleep at like, I fell asleep. I was so wet. I'm gonna go turn on the air conditioning because I am like dripping sweat. Crazy. Okay, so as you can see, I was just receiving a phone call and I didn't want to be on the phone and on the camera at the same time. So I closed the camera, answered the phone call. I spoke to the person for a little while. They told me to go to sleep and get some rest. I woke up in the morning from a text message from the same person saying, "How are you doing?" And I said, "Good." As I was typing the words good, I felt like this anger in me. So I sent my mom a text. It was a really weird but very obvious feeling. So that's just my text to my mom right away because one thing I do know is that if you ever feel depressed, if you're ever feeling down, make sure you contact the closest person you know, the person that will never look at you any type of way whenever you're down. And that's what I did because I've never felt like that before, at least not so strongly. So that's the reason why both texts were sent at 7:24 because right when I felt it, I texted my mom. So the next clips that you guys are going to see are just clips of me talking to my mom and getting some advice from her. And this is just when I finally decided to pick up the camera.
Including my lack of vitamin D.
Your lack of what?
On this. Vitamin D. So
Huh.
if you don't have a vitamin D in your house, you might have to start taking that. Because vitamin D can disorganize you. Lack of vitamin D can disorganize your brain system, the way you think, the way you do things. Plus other things. You might be depressed because of the way you live. You're not happy. I mean, you haven't made a lot of friends or making good money as you're planning to do. You can be depressed because you're not finding a nice man of your dream. But those are the things that you will take time for all the good things to manifest. So don't start thinking about it because if you think about your dad or doing something back there, then you will. Even if he's not doing it, he will start doing it. So don't think about something like that. And if you're depressed like this, all you have to do, think about what makes you happy. Like me, you don't know. That's why you see me always shopping. Although when I start feeling like that, and if I have a little money, I just get up and go. Even if it's a swap meet, I go buy underwear 50 cents. It makes me happy. You know? Mm-hmm. So that to show you that there's a different way of handling depression. Don't go and start drinking because you're depressed. You let me drink and no, don't even think about that as a way
I've actually
of
stopped drinking. I've actually stopped drinking like how I used to. I don't drink anymore.
Oh, good.
Or maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to drink.
No. What? Like I said, drinking wine, hard liquor for a lady is not good because it can mess up your kidney, can mess up your bladder. I mean, your that one, liver. Thank you. That's the one on the head. So that's what. If you're drinking regular wine, it's okay. When you feel depressed, if you want to drink wine, drink the ladies' wine, something you can drink and if it will relax you, you go to sleep. Not to drink those hard ones that the men drink to be macho to trying to prove that. No, drink a mild, nice wine for ladies. You drink it, you go to sleep. Don't drink it and go out and start driving. If it's driving around, looking at, sometimes people like to go at the park, look around and walk around at the park. Do that. Please, my God, I'm begging you. I don't want what happened to me to happen to you. And you remember, somebody mentioned it to you one time, that is in our gym, that it might get to you. So don't let those things, you and move forward. So if it's music, I know you like music. You play the music and baby dance as far as you're not disturbing your neighbor when you're not supposed to. Dance and get rid of. Find a friend to go hang around with a friend. Money sometimes it's not good. Money is the root of all evil. There are some people who have money but they don't sleep. They don't have a peace of mind. They don't even have to, they live in the house, they don't even talk to the people that they live in the house with. Sometimes, those you think that has it all, they don't have it either. So, whatever the case may be, knock it off. Like you say, you will knock it off. Well, yes, but please try. And again, that's your five body. Talking about is when you will down here to take care of it. That can also be making you miserable too. There's certain things you don't play in life. When it comes to play in your life, when it comes to your health, to take care of it too. Before any other thing. Okay?
Well, yeah.
Huh? You hearing me?
Mhm.
I will never deceive you. So please, about your daddy, I don't think your daddy will have mind of doing that. If he has that kind of mind, then he's a coward and stupid. I know he wanted to do that to me because he wanted to get another wife, so I will not be around to know what he's doing. But not to his case, I don't think so.
Well, I disowned him, so maybe that's why. And I said maybe because I disowned him. The last message that I sent to him, he didn't even respond. I'm gonna read it. Literally since this day, I've been feeling weird. So anyways, he sent me a message on the 12th of April. He said, Amarachi, why do you hate the blood that formed you? I love you till I die. Remain blessed. I had not been sure till your pics today. May God get the glory. I said, when I think of the definition of dad, you don't fit the requirements. You don't care about us. It's not your words, it's your actions. You're over 60 and still don't know why your children resent you. You need to do some soul searching before it's too late. And he said, the souls are for you to search. Okay, then he responded on April 16th. So he said, the souls are for you to search. I have done my beat. I am satisfied with my work, even if not perfect. My record, even though blemished, is accepted by my people. Remain blessed. Your caring or not caring about me now matters nothing, as I have millions scrambling to call me dad. And back it up with action. I said, okay, go show them how to be a dad. And then because I said, okay, so go show them how to be a dad because you never did and never will do that for me. I don't know what's wrong with you. You act like you don't have any common sense, even at your big age, and that's why I want nothing to do with you. And he didn't respond. So.
Okay, I don't think because of that he was going to think about something to harm me or something. But again, sometimes, the things you said, sometimes I had to forget the way they say, it might come back to haunt you. There's certain things, although he's a coward, like you said, he's all this and that, sometimes he can withhold some words. Maybe he's tormenting, whatever you said is tormenting him over there. And because it's tormenting him, it's hurting you indirectly. It's not that he's going to do, he's doing something because of that for to harm you. It's not like he's going to be thinking about what we'll be doing with it, but it may be because of the wording that you use towards him. So now he's like, okay, well, I'm going to leave all this thing to my God. Let the God handle it. I know him. He will not hurt his kids. At first, I had that feeling that the God that I worship myself has told me that he can never do. Because why? The way he proved it to me is like, you remember when I went home with chicken?
Mm-hmm.
And he took the chicken to Aaron this that day. Imagine, I was panicking all day. I told Chicken, please don't eat anything. Please, Chicken, don't shake anybody's hand before they left. And then I kept on calling Chica like every 30 minutes or so. Do you know when I got relaxed when Chica said that they have entourage, like they have our security? That's when my mind finally relaxed. Although my people there were saying, they're not going to do anything to me. I said, I know. But sometimes they say they use the chick to get the hand. Because, how close I am with, or maybe if how close I am with him, maybe they will do something
to hurt you. To hurt you, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, that's where my mind was going. But as soon as he said they have an entourage, like I said, okay, good. Even when I told Chica, don't shake anybody's hand, Chica said, Mommy, but that would be rude. I say, yeah, sometimes people will try to shake your hand. You feel like you're scratching your head or looking somewhere that you pretend like you don't even know they're bringing their hand out to shake it.
Oh, you're so funny.
because our people, you can never predict them. They can do all kind of stuff to you.
Oh, you just put your hand on your chest like the president.
Uh-huh.
The president should just put her hand on her chest and nod her head.
That's right. So either way. So to me, after that, that's what I kind of relaxed. I said, okay, I don't think he can do a shit. And then he can do shit. He can do shit. Whatever he does, just let that fire. Whatever, that's what I do now. I try to do that. If anything, like this morning, what was that? Before 5 o'clock this morning. That's how. I think I had you call me, Mom. I woke up. I started praying.
What, you said this morning?
This morning, about right between 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. Before I woke up, I had, Mom. Just like your voice I was hearing.
So as you can see here, I was really shocked, and that's because I'd never told my mom about the night sweat that I had when I woke up in the middle of the night sweating. So I was tripping when she said, oh, I heard you call my name. Because I was like, I actually woke up in the middle of the night sweating. And so I must have gone back to sleep, and maybe in that dream period was trying to call on my mom for some advice. Now just listen. When I tell you my mom is like a prophet or something, y'all. Now just listen to the rest. I also wanted to say that my dad did the worst thing he could ever do to a woman, to my mom. And my mom, as you can hear in the footage, is still defending him. He would never, MLB, I know him, he'll never do that to his kids. You know what I mean? But we can talk about that more in a different video. Anyways, I'm going to continue. Oh, Mom, hold on one second.
Uh-huh. What were you doing at that time? You tried to figure out?
No, because I woke up in the middle of the night because I was having I was sweating, like my whole couch was wet, like not like regular sweat. You know when you sleeping and you start sweating? No, I woke up in the middle of the night and my body, like I was dripping sweat. And I didn't understand what was going on. I was just like, what the heck is going on here? But it was before 4. It was like 12. But I was just like, I woke up and I was like, why am I sweating like this? Even the pillow that I was laying on, I had to change pillows because it was wet. It was like I was sleeping on a wet towel. Like, it was, but I didn't know what was wrong with me. I just woke up and I was like, what's wrong with me? So.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. You know what I did?
What?
As soon as I had that voice, I got up, I started praying. I called every one of you's name. And then, for you to send this message to me, oh, God. You see, every time anything is about to happen to any of you, I will feel it. And I will get up and I will pray. Day before yesterday, it was Helen I was talking about. I was talking to Helen last night. I said, the night before, that was yesterday, night. I said, before I went to bed, I wasn't asking God for anything. I was just saying, calling God, bless this child, thank you for Chioma, thank you for Amara, thank you, Lord, for my life, thank you, Lord, for the life of my children. I called every one of you by name. And then this morning, I just called. When I heard that voice, I just called, looking for you.
What? You heard my voice, Mom? That's crazy.
I heard your voice calling me. I just turned at home. And then as soon as I said, oh, this is a dream, I started praying.
That's so crazy, okay?
So,
Because me and Chama literally always talk about how whenever me and her are talking about you or something, then you just come out of nowhere and call us. And that's just crazy, man.
Amara, that's what they call bonding. That mother and child bonding. It will never. That's why I always tell you, let me know what is bothering you. Let me know what you're about to do. Since you don't like praying, since you don't want to be going to church, let me take care of it. I can do the best I can. By talking to the Almighty. The tears are just pouring down from my eyes now. Because I know that when this was happening to you last night, maybe somebody, like you say now, was thinking about doing something to you, to harm you. And he touched me, and he touched you by sweating. But because I got up and started praying, for prayer has been answered. And nobody can do anything to you. You were a child of God, and you were covered by the blood of Jesus.
You said buy a lemon and wash my hair?
Yeah. Squeeze it, and if you don't want to wash it, just rub it all over your head for a while.
Okay.
Okay. Because this lady, when she said that, I did not believe it. But after a while, I said, And then that oil, I wish I had brought some of that, but I might get oil for you. But,
I just peed.
Devil is a liar.
Like, when you were saying you heard me call your name, I was thinking you were going to say a couple of days ago or something. Like, literally. Like, Mom, when I tell you, I woke up and I grabbed my camera too. Like, it was so weird. I woke up, I was sweating so much that I felt concerned about it, that I grabbed my camera and, like, documented it. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm sweating through my pillow, through my sheets. Then he called me. And then so I put the camera down and I explained to him what was going on. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but, and then he was like, are you okay? And I was like, well, and for him to, he called me literally the moment I woke up, the minute I woke up, and he sent me a text and he was like, I can't sleep, And I was like, what the heck? So I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but for the past couple of days, I've been feeling weird for the past couple of days. And he was like, well, get some sleep, So I went back to sleep. I can't even breathe right now.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You have done it again for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever devil that is coming over my child, I command you, Lord Jehovah Jireh, I command it to be destroyed right now. Destroy it right now. Destroy it right now. Back to sender, back to sender, back to sender. Whoever, wherever. Marine, from family, whoever that is coming from, Lord Jehovah Jireh, destroy it. Destroy it, let my child go. Let my child, Amara, go. Let my child, Amara, go. Whoever you are, I destroy you. I cast you out of her head, her brain, her body. Let her go. Let her free, Lord Jehovah Jireh. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Oh, Lord, amen. My God. Either, now, like I said, sometimes I don't believe in voodoo or blah, 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 but there's some people who can do that to you for real. If they know that you're getting into a relationship, they call it something called, what is it called? But that's why every time something like that, get up and pray. When Chibueze's friend got killed on motorcycle accident, the same thing happened. I got up midnight, at middle of night, started praying. The following day, that very morning, Chibueze ran inside the house, screaming. That was in Ontario. I said, what is it? Then my friend died. My friend got killed at with a motorcycle accident. So every time I feel something like that, I always wake up and pray. As I said, and the way you sound, it's not like you're calling me from outside. It's like you were beside my bed right here calling me. Because that's where I turn, like.
You're like, girl, how you get here? Like, you don't have the key to this house.
Exactly. It's like before either you knock at the door or we hear like we're out there that you're calling me. But this time it was just like by my bedside. Sometimes I was like, what is this all coming from now? I opened my eyes. I didn't see it yet. Oh, this is my DMG. And that's it.
Wow. 3 hours after I had the sweat, you heard me calling you. 3 hours after you prayed, then I text you telling you that I'm feeling depressed. And I don't even know what made me text you that either, because I was like, she's probably going to take this. In my head, I was like, she's probably going to take this to, like, I don't know. I didn't know how you were going to take it if I told you. So I didn't. I was just like, whatever. You got to tell her. Like, literally.
What I always tell you guys.
Because I was having weird feelings, I had to tell my mom.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's right. That's right. You have to tell your mom. That's why I always tell you guys. Tell me. It's better I hear from you than hearing it from another person.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that this guy that is talking to you now, either that somebody wants to see where they can destroy it or something. And that's why you started feeling that feeling, sweating, and then the guy end up calling you right at, the same time and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I have prayed, everything will be all okay. Just believe it. Okay?
Yeah.
Just believe on it. And like I said, if anything starts bothering you, and that's why when you call me at the middle of the night or whatever, I say, what is that? I say, I know that something is wrong. Don't hold anything. You don't have two moms to talk to. You only have one. So whatever, and that's why I'm here for you. Though I'm not here, physically, but I'm with you in spirit, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere I go, anything I say, I can't remember saying anything in a whole day, maybe unless I'm in the house not talking to anybody without mentioning your name. So God is in control, and I will let you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it seriously. You're always saying you don't want to go to church. Amara, if it's not by God, I will not be here today. All of you see what happened to me. All of you saw what I went through. All of you saw how people treated me. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm bonded with Chinyere until today, because Chinyere used to tell me, knock it off.
My auntie Chinyere is the one who came and took me back from Nigeria.
Do this, do that. Knock it off. And then when we go to, when she started making food, going to take it to the truck people, we go maybe sometimes.
You were in Ontario?
Huh?
That means you were in Ontario. That trucking company is in Ontario, no?
Yeah, it's Ontario. Yeah, he said it's not too far from Chinyere. Yeah.
So you guys went there. You brought the truckers some food, and then you went to Rouse and bought chicken.
That's right.
You guys are old.
I know. No, as soon as we go deliver the food, because sometimes she will say, as soon as we get the money, collect the money, we feel like, we're on top of heaven with our $20 in our pocket. We go eat fried chicken.
Like you guys couldn't eat the food that you gave to those people. Nothing.
No, that one is different. She cooked it. It's not.
You used to eat it when she cooked, but you guys love fried chicken. You guys are funny, right?
Yeah. We can't be eating that every day.
Yeah.
Just like the other day we went downtown. She gave me a whole bunch of.
She owns a restaurant,
she bought a box of
it doesn't make any sense what she said. It's so funny.
Now we talk like every day because of what she's going through. So that's how life is. That's why I always, the other time I was telling you, every now and then you call Sandy and say, how are you doing? I send her a text.
I'm sending her a gift.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Wait, like I said, that's why I told you about the lemon. When I used to do that at my work, I mean, this guy, I think from Better Beliefs or Jamaica, she said, when something like that happened to you, You see, that somebody is. That's when I started kind of trying to think back of what you said about your dad, but I know that it's not gonna be the one. That if you start something like that start happening to you, it's like somebody is walking, doing voodoo on you. I said, what? You say, make sure anytime something like that happens, use the lemon to wash your head. I said, okay. So, and it worked. When I did that one time, I said, oh, okay, that feels good. So, you know.
So do I put it on and I leave it on my head, or do I just like...
No, wash it. That's all better. Wash it off.
I put it on and massage it in and then wash it off. Okay. I might as well wash my whole hair then with shampoo and everything, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm going to do that. Today's going to be a wash day.
That's right. Do that and file your hair. Knock it up, and that's you doing it. Say, you know, whoever, back to sender. Keep on saying back to sender. Whatever, whoever is going to be using my head for something, back to sender, back to sender. Just say, yeah, yeah. You know me doing it. We start getting his own reaction right away. We make he won't think about doing something to you.
This is another weird part. My mom was telling me to say back to sender. And at the beginning of today's vlog, so if you watch the video before this one, I started it off by saying, like, someone is fucking with me. Back to sender, back to sender. I hadn't talked to my mom. I hadn't even had the night sweat yet. So that was another weird thing that I was just like, when I watched it back, I was like, dang.
Well, Amara is not around. If she's around, I thought I should have cooked it long time ago, but I'm going to take my time.
All right, girl. I'm about to do this lemon thing. I'm going to talk to you later. Thank you.
Okay, I love you. Okay?
I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, this is crazy, okay? How everything just came out and the fact that I filmed it. I normally don't talk about, like, my family dynamic and stuff like that. And, you know, just regular things on my channel. I just try to keep it YouTube friendly. But, when I was 16 or 15, my mom started suffering from, like, a really great depression. All my siblings were already in college. So, yeah, because of that gap, it was only me that was dealing with it. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of sad stuff happened. And we were looking for our family to help, and they weren't really trying to help at the time. They didn't. I don't know why. My mom has always been a giving person, always. Like, I know my dad is an asshole. And my mom will never speak bad about him. Like, she speaks from caution. Like, when she said, like, don't shake any hands to my brother, but she still allowed my dad to take her son, you know, wherever he was going. And you saw that when I first was like, I think it's dad that's fucking with me because I said something mean to him. She was like, I don't think it's your dad. I don't think your dad will do anything wrong to you. And a common misconception with my mom, because I've heard it from a few guys, like, that I've spoken to, is that my mom is telling me what she wants me to hear about my dad, and my dad is not really as bad as like, my mom is making him out to be. And when I say a lot of guys, it's like whenever I'm talking to a guy about the situation with my dad, and how I don't like him at all, I'm really close to hating my dad. They always tell me, like, oh, well, you haven't heard your dad's side. Like, you know how mostly Nigerian men, not like a black, like, different people have different, I feel like Nigerian men, they kind of sympathize with other Nigerian men who do stupid shit because they're raised to do stupid shit and that be okay. So, you know, I've always had that in the back of my mind, like, well, maybe my mom is she's human and she's just telling me, like, this stuff because she's mad at him or because she's bitter or angry, you know? But really, all the facts check out. I mean, I don't want to go into detail, but my mom literally hid so much from me when I was younger, trying to protect my dad. the day she finally told me about everything that happened, it wasn't like she was just mad at him and started telling me everything. I found some letters of another woman writing to my dad. And my mom had to explain it finally. So she broke it down. She pulled out all the other letters. She pulled out pictures. And she finally told me about it. Around this time was when I was in a relationship. And I was actually on a rocky patch of my relationship. And I've only been in one real relationship, so you guys know who that is. But I will never say his name on my channel. We were towards the end of our relationship, and at that time I was really young and I didn't really understand things. So I was just angry. I was mad at my dad because I had to put myself in my mom's shoes. She had 4 kids by you. And all the way up until today, she still got your back. She has still got your back all the way up until today. And he's gone back to Nigeria and started a whole new life. He has new kids, like you said. He has a new wife, a knockoff version of my mom. She's just a younger, uglier version of my mom. Because he has 2 boys and a girl. One of the boys and the girl looks like my brother and my sister exactly when they were young. So that's how you know it's just a knockoff version of my mom that he married. Anyways, around the time that he was doing all this crazy shit, my mom was going through a really bad depression. So much bad shit happened. And so she, for the past like 2 or 3 years, she's been perfectly fine. But before that, it wasn't that great. This morning I woke up and the first person I texted was my mom. Actually, someone asked me, "How are you doing?" And I said, "Good." And then I just scrolled down because when I was typing good, I didn't feel good. You know? I was like, why am I writing good? I don't feel good. But right after I wrote that good, I scrolled down and I sent my mom a message and I was like, I'm feeling depressed. What do you think I should do? Because she's gone through it before. And she was depressed for like 3 years. There's almost 1 whole year she didn't come out her room. And that was my senior year in high school. She wouldn't come out her room. But I'm really happy that time has passed and that I can get the advice and stuff that I need from her. Like, it's so crazy that I filmed the whole thing. And I think I'm gonna just put this whole thing inside of a separate video so I can go back and look at it to see how powerful my mom is. Because it's really touching. She's one of the strongest people I know. She's been through so much. I just want to be like her. Wait, I gave you an Igbo Camp t-shirt to wear?
That's what I was wearing. That's what I've been looking for it. So yesterday I found it. So I wore it to bed last night. I'm still wearing it. I know just to the top of it. So I said, wow. Oh,
I don't remember giving you an Igbo Camp t-shirt though, but I don't remember giving. Oh, when you were here.
No. When you were one time I came to visit you when you were at the 14 something. You gave me a t-shirt to wear to bed.
Oh, okay.
Igbo Camp t-shirt.
And you found it and you put it on.
I was looking for it. I don't know what I was looking for yesterday. I found it. So last night I put it on to go to sleep with.
Because you're a prophet, that's why.
Huh?
I said because you're a prophet.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So because I was thinking of you wearing it. So that's why when anything like that, if I find it, put it on, it's like the person is with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I remember to tell you.
All right.
All right, I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.